What's up, people? Welcome to the Icon Files. Here we got Monday, 8 p.m. here. A little behind because I had to update some of the files and stuff, so that took a few minutes. But we're here live. We got a special program today. We're gonna be talking about Voltron and get a little in depth there with some of the different Voltrons from the 80s that a lot of us grew up with, and think it's going to be pretty cool, guys. Looking forward to that. Let me just share the link real quick and then we'll get into this. I got some videos to show you guys some comparisons, doing a little bit of updates here. I haven't really done videos and I'm learning as I do it, so it's going to be pretty cool. In the meantime, you can listen to one of the new songs that I created with the AI in the background while I share these links here.
Unleash the force. Ion's files, all the key. Stories from the past and so to be.
All right, bada boom, bada bing. Here we go, dude. Let's do this. Let me make sure the comments are. Show comments on the stage. There we go. Bada boom, bada bing. What's up, guys, man? Let me pause that in the background there. Yo, what's up, people? Welcome to the Icon Files Monday. A little late, but better late than never, right? This is how they always say it. Gotta tighten this thing. It's always like moving around on me. So yeah, we got I wanted to do a little bit of Voltron. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I think today's the day to do it. I've been doing a little research on it to give you guys a little information that maybe you guys don't know about. But yeah, we're gonna get into it and share some videos, some pictures and stuff like that. Try to get you a really nice show here today on the Icon Files. Shout out to my usuals, right? Let's get this going. Always feels important to give the shout outs because these people are amazing. So we're going to give a shout out to Angela Gibson of craftyasamug.dashery.com. Like I've said many times, she has updated her website with merchandise for the Icon Files, and she also has merchandise for the Third Party Kingdom. Some really nice stuff, guys. Just go on her website and they should pop up, the Icon Files, Transformers Third Party Kingdom. And I believe she's got a sale going on right now. So you can get a good deal on a shirt. And they're really nice, guys. They're really nice. Jonathan Schofield from the 3DS Printing and Collectibles, where imagination takes shape. Of course, we got Jimmy G from the good, the bad, the awesome, all things pop culture. He just celebrated a year anniversary of doing his show there, The Forge, and wow, what an amazing accomplishment, man. That's something definitely that the Icon Files want to be able to reach to as a milestone, definitely. And we definitely need your support to do that. Like the page right now. If you haven't right now, hit the like button and subscribe and follow us, man. It's going to help us out. Yeah, a couple of shirts right there. You can see right there, and it's been updated too. So when you go to Angela Gibson's website, you'll see that. Of course, give a shout out to E-Man's World of Geek. I love the guy. He has some good chemistry. I love the vibe, and he has some amazing content. Let me put myself here in the corner so you can see me. There we go. We got Wham, and I shared this before. Wham made Moose from Wham Stand made me some really cool stuff that I can show. Oh, of course it falls. Whenever I do like reviews or something like that, it's something that I can put, and it shows it's got the Wham. This is their emblem. And then I got the future on the past whispers, the future unfolds, and then my decal there, the Icon files. Really bugged out, man. Check them out on Instagram, Whamstand and Moose, and tell them, hey, Mike from the Icon file sent me. Hook me up, and Moose will take care of you, dude. All right, man. So Voltron, yo, how many of you remember Voltron, man? I was born in 78, so I have a fond memories of Voltron, and I got a couple of pictures and stuff to go through with you guys to show you the differences. And one of them, not too many people might know, but I'm going to share it today. Let's go cycle through the pictures that I have so you guys can, of course, let's start with, of course, Voltron, the Lion Voltron. Okay, I mean everybody knows this guy, right? When somebody says Voltron, I think this is the first guy that comes to our mind is definitely this one. We all grew up, man. Blitzway. There you go. There's the Blitzway Voltron right there. It looks freaking crazy, dude. I have the privilege of having this one. I had to sell it. Last year, this time I had to sell it just to help out. And, shout out to Christopher Horton he was the one who actually won it in my raffle. And he was the man he is, right? He doesn't even need an explanation, but, he did the generous, beyond generous gift of giving it back. So shout out to him. But yeah, if you're thinking of trying to get a Voltron and you're like, man, there's so many of them out there. If you can afford a Blitzway, and put it this way, if you can't afford a Blitzway, get the Muscle Bear version. It's a lot cheaper and it looks exactly the same as Blitzway with just a few minor differences, which the Blitzway, you'll have the line legs are chrome where the Muscle Bear is not chrome. The gold is a little bit different on the Muscle Bear compared to the Blitzway, but you're saving like $400. So, I think it's a good sacrifice. Of course, we got, the 5 lions. And I think a lot of us, we have discussed this. A lot of people have discussed this on their podcast of how aggravating it is to see green, red, yellow, blue, and black, but none of the pilots match the colors. And I think as kids, we didn't even care, dude. Whatever. It was cool. And so we got. So I think everybody is very familiar with the Lion Voltron. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the first thing that comes to everybody's mind. Let's see what we got here. How does it compare to GX71? Yo, GX71 is nice. The Soul of Chokogen that I like, I think there's a couple of versions, but the one that I saw has the key, which is the only set that I know out there that has the key that you can put it on the base, and it actually does the sound of Voltron, like do 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 do. I think that's so bugged out, man. Like how many Voltrons do we have and nobody thought of making the key? Come on, dude. It's just freaking crazy. Beast King, I've seen pictures. I haven't seen a video yet, but I've seen pictures of it, and I haven't watched the Beast King like Japanese stuff. But I'm going to share some videos. I got some videos to share with you guys. I'm pretty excited because this is my first time actually throwing videos up. Like I'm learning this as I go too, so I think it's going to be awesome. So this is the Lion one. Let's move on. All right. Cause I want to get into everything that we have here. We got Vehicle Voltron, man. How many of you guys, and those of you who are here now, tell me who you like better. If you like Vehicle Voltron better, tell me why. Why is the reason you like them better? Like, did you start off watching the Vehicle Voltron instead of the Lions? Like, let me know. Give me some feedback, man. This is gonna be pretty crazy here, man. Oh, it's in violence. Oh my God, I can only imagine. I can only imagine the violence in Beast King. Yeah. So for me, let me share what I got. So for my first Voltron was the vehicle. It was the Vehicle Voltron, and the reason why is my cousin, God rest his soul, had the Lion Voltron, and I would always say, "Yo, man, can I use it? Can I play with it?" And he would never let me touch his Voltron. He would always say, "Okay, take out your hand. Okay, take out your hand, and use one of these for an example. Take out your hand, and I'm going to put the lion on your hand. Just look at it and don't touch it." And I'll be like, "Whoa, look at this. Wow, oh my God. I got the lion in my hand. Whoa, this is so cool." That's how it was. He was like, dude, he was like paranoid, dude. He wouldn't want me to touch his stuff at all. Let's pick up this pilot. So the story behind it is that I guess I must have cried or whatever and told my dad, "Hey, Dad, I want Voltron. I want the Voltron." And I think my brother went with him, and he came back with the Vehicle Voltron, which I don't even think I knew about at the time. I'm like, dude, what is this? But it looked, dude, to me, it looked bugged out. Here we got 5 lions, right? I'm like, okay, the 5 lions. And then here we got this thing made of a whole bunch of vehicles. I'm like, yo, this thing looks crazy. I still have the original mass box. Yo, that is so cool. I had all of them at one time in my collecting. I had the vehicle. I don't want to share the other ones because you guys probably know, but I'm gonna wait till I get into the other stuff before I start giving out names. But yeah, my first one was this one, yo, and it was bugged out, man. You have so many vehicles to play with. It wasn't just 5 lions. You had the fists, you had the arms, you had the legs, the thighs, the feet, the head, oh my God, it went on and on. It was like I don't know, like freaking a store in my room. I had so many options to play with, and they were made really well back then. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe they all revved when you pushed it. It was bugged out, man. Let me have another picture here to show you just how many vehicles came with it. This is what it is. When I believe when you open the box, it was like all these vehicles. I'm like, yo, what is this? And they all opened up though, like each one had, like, you push it out and it was like a cannon, whatever, like the leg pieces. Funny story. I shared with my brother was the red airplane on the chest. I actually used that many times as the Star Avengers, Star Dragon. If you guys are familiar with that, if not, that'll be like another show for me to do on like the Japanese stuff. But yeah, I would use that one as the Star Avenger. It was bugged out. I saw this one and I'm like, yo, this is bugged out, man. Look at this. Dude, this thing looks crazy. Like, I know it's small, but I love it, man. This thing looks awesome, man. Like, how many of you have this? Like, I think I looked it up and it's mad expensive though. It's like $400, dude. Let me see here. Yeah, there you go. Daruga 15, dude. I'm gonna get into that. Let me see. I got some material. I did a little research. You guys might know some of this, but I'm gonna share with you guys anyway. So Lion Voltron, okay. A lot of you. Let me go back to so you guys can see. Lion Voltron has 5 pilots: Keith, Lance, Pidge, Hunk, Sven, if I'm saying it right, and Princess Allura, who later took over I can't even say it, Sven's place. It started in September 10th, 1984. 1984, September 10th is when it aired here in the United States. And the last time it aired was November 18th, 1985. So it did a good a little over a year on TV, which I mean, I guess that's pretty good. A whole year, you know what I'm saying? Volume 3, there you go. Yeah, volume 3. The Lion Voltron. Some people say Voltron 3. You know, I guess it depends on who you talk to. But volume 3, Voltron 3, which is I have it here, is like I believe the far reaches of the universe. There's three universes: the near, the middle, and the far. I believe I have it somewhere here. I'll get to it, but they're divided. They're divided. So first season featuring the Lion Force Voltron was adapted. So the ones that we saw in the United States was adapted by Beast King Golion. Consisted of 5 parts. So the Beast King Golion was I believe the Japanese, because all these things were from Japan, you know what I'm saying? They were adapted for the US TV. Far reaches. Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks for that. Yeah, so the line is from the far universe. But Beast King, I guess, like Jonathan was saying, dude, it must be graphic. Beast King must have been graphic, but Beast King Go Lion. Space Explorers, you know, remember that. Season 1 was 52 episodes. Planet Eris is where, you know, their planet, I guess, ruled by Princess Allura. Season 2 had 20 episodes. Fleet of Doom, which is I actually been trying to watch that. I've only seen clips on YouTube, but Fleet of Doom is the movie between the Lion and Vehicle Force Voltron, Daruga, if I'm saying it right. September 10th, 1986 is when that came out. The Lion Voltron, you got Evil Zarkon, Planet Doom, which I'm sure all of you already know that. His son, Prince Lotor, Witch Hagar, who creates the huge roe beast to terrorize the Arusian people, which is the people from planet Eris. Despite being the first of the 2 robots to appear on American television, the Go Lion version of Voltron was regarded as Voltron 3. Within the storyline, because within the original plan, 3 Voltrons continuality, Eris was the furthest setting from Earth's side of the universe. All right. So let me share some stuff. I got some really cool videos I want to share with you guys. It's going to be bugged out. I'm really proud of this one. Just to give you some differences, man. But let's see here. Gotta see which one's which. Let me see. Is it this one? Or it could be, I think it's, okay, let's start with the intros.
From days of long ago, from uncharted regions of the universe, comes a legend. The legend of Voltron, defender of the universe. A mighty robot, loved by good, feared by evil. As Voltron's legend grew, peace settled across more. This is the story of the Voltron, defender of the universe.
Voltron, defender of the universe.
Like, that's his badass, dude. He's just like, I'm Voltron. I'm here to stay. I'm in the house. You know what I'm saying? That's bugged out, dude. So we got the intro. Now I want to share with you guys the way they get to the lions, because each one is different. The enter keys, and I was like, man, that's so bugged out, and then all the stuff like dee dee doo dee doo doo. I mean, I had it, man. I loved it, dude. I love the fact that they jumped down. The technology was there. Like here you are on planet Eris. They got Voltron, a castle. They had mad technology, but to get to the lines, they had to just jump down. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, dude, come on, seriously. Let's see. I think this
Call
is
this a real emergency. All units, assemble voltrons.
oh, not that one yet. I didn't want to do that one yet. Where is trying to find? Let's see if that one was that one. Let's see which one's that. This let me try this one.
From day
All right. I thought I had the what do you call it? The another piece there, but anyways, all right. So that's the Lion Voltron. That's Lion Voltron. Now let's move on to the next one, all right? Because we got more videos to go through. But the next one, obviously, because we touched a little bit on it, is obviously vehicle Voltron, right? So we just saw the Lion Voltron. We saw them how they get to their lions, which I thought was bugged out. I love the fact this like platform raises, the sound effects, the numbers as they're running to it light up, boom, bloom, they jump down, and you see them like holding on, the hair, like all that. They get into these pods. They're going through the terrain, like, you know, you got the lava, you got the water, the trees, you know. I always thought that was bugged out, you know. And then we get into this guy. Yo, this guy, just by looking at the videos, made it seem pretty crazy. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me take this down, and then let me put the next video. I think it was this one was the intro. So let's watch the intro. Let's compare the intros between Lion and this one. So there's the two different intros. Same narrative, a little different, obviously, because of the robots and all that. But man, you know, like, and I didn't realize, you know, I've been watching Voltron Lion all this time, like, you know, and I know about the vehicle one, but then, you know, when I started thinking about doing the show, I'm like, let me start watching some vehicle one. And I tell you what, I really got into it. I got into it for the robot, you know, to be honest, if I'm going to be honest with you guys, I really didn't care for the enemies, you know, it just, like the Lion Voltron seemed to have like a way better enemies than the vehicle Voltron guy, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, you know, but the robot itself, oh man, God, that whole thing was like badass. Let's try this next one. Oh my God, dude. By the time they get to the Robies, things look grim. Oh my Lord, dude. Talking about that. Let's see. I think I got one more here for vehicle. I just love the way he grabs those spin things and he just like, and it just forms. Oh my God, that's like so bugged out. I just thought that was cool. So let's see here. Trying to see vehicle Voltron. Okay, so vehicle Voltron, I guess, is called Voltron 1, being intended for the near universe. Second series dubbed Car Voltron was primarily edited from Armored Fleet Daruga, with the storyline considerably changed. In this version of Voltron, the Galaxy Alliance's home planets are now overcrowded, and a fleet of explorers is sent to search for new planets to colonize. So I guess in the vehicle Voltron, like Earth is just way too populated. Glad they got rid of 5-minute time limit in later episodes, right? Damn, dude. So I don't know, man. Like I was watching it and I was like, "Oh, this is bugged out." I completely forgot about vehicle Voltron. You know how cool it was. But then I'm like, damn. Like I think it was the first, second episode. They're like, he can only be Voltron for a certain amount of time. I'm like, oh damn, that's like sucks. That's like a humongous like flaw right there. So that happened. I don't know if later in the series they changed that, but in the first episodes they did say it that they can only be Voltron for so much time. I'm like, oh damn. And then like I said, they're confined to that spacecraft. Like if God forbid the enemy took out that mothership, then you're done. You know what I'm saying? Goodbye, Voltron. If the Castle of Lions were destroyed, I mean, they can still get to the lions. You know, they're in their own hiding places. You know, you might have to go a different route, but the lions are still in hiding. You know, see here, yeah, they changed. Yeah, oh, they changed it. Okay, so they did change that. Yeah, because I was gonna say, dude, that was a huge flaw. I'm like, damn, you got like 5 minutes of Voltron, dude. By the time they got to the Robies, 5 minutes would have been up. I'm like, yo, what the? So yeah, like, so that was a big flaw. And like I said, I don't know, something about the enemies that, I don't know. It wasn't cutting it for me, you know, like, man, this is like, eh. And yeah, the Voltron is cool. The vehicles, all that stuff come out. The blades, sometimes he slices them up like a ninja. And then all of a sudden he takes the blades and that sword is bugged out, right? But then the enemies come and I'm like, damn, this is so, you know, they should have done way, in my opinion, you know, maybe there's some of you out there like, no way, dude, those Robies are badass. But in my opinion, I felt like the Robies in that series were not too good compared to the Lion Voltron. But that's my opinion, you know what I'm saying? All right, so let's move on now to the one that's not really that popular. And I think a lot of you might not even know. Like, maybe some of you right here are like, dude, what are you talking about? I thought there was only two. Yeah, there's a third Voltron. And I know Jonathan knows because if he's got the old Matchbox stuff, he knows what I'm talking about. That Ruger and Beast King and Japanese are in a separate thing. And yeah, that's right. Like I was reading some documentary or biography, whatever you want to call it, saying that, yeah, I guess in the US, they kind of brought those robots and made a series out of it. And they had like nothing, like Jonathan's saying, like that had nothing to do with each other. So that was interesting. All right. So yeah, who is this third guy? Who's the third wheel, dude? You know what I'm saying? Like we got Lion Voltron, we got Vehicle Voltron slicing up things. Who is this third character? And I was able to get a video, which I'm pretty proud of myself. So here we go. Here is the third Voltron. If maybe some of you know, maybe you don't. Well, here we go. See if I can click on.
Form Voltron! Blazing sword! Let's get him! Here comes Voltron!
That was pretty, I don't know, man. Like, not too many people know about the Gladiator Voltron, but that was kind of pretty badass right there. And I felt like the Robies look way better than the vehicle one. Like the vehicle Voltron, I don't know, man. Like it seems like all these, they look very similar, but this one looked cool. And from what I was reading, it didn't do well. Like the Gladiator really didn't. All Galaxy Garrison scenes in Lion Voltron are actually refused from Dagger to fill out. Yeah, I did catch on that. But the cool thing about, let me show you, I got some pictures too. Let me show you the pictures. So we got a anime style picture to show you guys. There we go. He looks pretty cool right there. Boom, boom, boom. The cool thing about, I didn't even know this until I started researching this version. I thought there was like 3 combinations. You know, you got the black robot on top, then the blue one on top, then the red one on top. But There's actually like 6 different variations of this robot. I did not know that. And I did write them down. So let me share it with you guys in case you guys don't know that. I didn't know it. I thought it was only maybe 3 versions, but there's 6 versions, dude. And each one has a different thing. So yeah, this version is Voltron 2, Middle Universe, Gladiator, aka Albagus, if I'm saying it right. 3 robots, red, blue, black, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Lightspeed, Electroid, Albagus anime, aired from 1983 through 1984, primarily in Japan. All right. And the combinations, we got black gladiator, blue, red. So black, blue, red. So the way you see it there would be blazing sword. So in this form, I guess it would be to form blazing sword. The next combination is black, red, and blue. So instead of the blue in the middle, it would be the red, and then blue in the bottom would be optimized to use in space. So I guess if they had to fight in space, that's the combination they would transform to fight in space. I did not know that. All this stuff I didn't know. Blue, black, and red. Blue, black, and red. Check here real quick. 3 humanoid robots that from one humanoid isn't as cool as cars and lines. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's, maybe that's, I don't know. I can't remember. I think I wrote it down, but I think it was line, vehicle, and then this guy. And I mean, maybe if you did this guy first, maybe it would have done better, because being like 3 robots, you know what I'm saying? Even though they did 6 combinations, like maybe if this guy came and then maybe the vehicle and then the line, maybe it would have done better. Because I mean, the line Voltron is like, doesn't even need an introduction. It is who he is, what he is. But so let's see, blue, black, and red would be optimized for atmospheric flight. Atmospheric flight. Blue, red, and black would be optimized for underground fighting, I guess. Underground fighting, I guess, or if they had to go. I haven't watched this series. I watched very little bit, so I really don't. I'd have to find a website that has these to watch to see exactly what they're talking about. Red, black, and blue. Red, black, and blue would be for water. So, for, to get into the water, fight in the water, red, black, and blue. And then finally, we have the red, blue, and black. Red, blue, and black. Let me see here. Red, blue, and black. I got some in here. So it would look something like this, but only the black would be in the bottom. We got the red on top here. He looks pretty bugged out. Which I'm going to show you. I got some pictures of this guy. So I'm interested in seeing like which one of these versions you think looks coolest. For me, it's between the red and the blue. I'm not really into the black one. I don't know why. For me, I like the look of the blue and the red. So this is the red. Let's see. Let's go to the blue one. This is what the blue one looks like. I think I like the blue one. It's really tight with the blue and red for me. But if I do plan on getting this, so I haven't said it before, but the one you're looking at now is from Action Toys. All right. Action Toys. Voltron 1, 2, 3 was supposed to be cartoon release, but they liked line so much they released first. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so each of these different forms, I guess, have different weapons. Because I remember looking, I don't think I have it here, but the red one, the one I just showed you, the red one has a bow and arrow. It looks pretty bugged out actually. But in this Action Toys version of the toy does come with all the weapons. So if you were to form this guy, it comes with the bow and arrow that you can, use on him. And then The blue one has like a spear or a lance type weapon. That looks pretty cool as well. Let's see here. Retro Blasting has done some great videos on Voltron. Retro Blasting. All right, I'm gonna check that out. Retro Blasting. I'm gonna check that out. You know, I just looking at this picture, something that came to my mind as a child, and even when I started collecting these at a very young age, I would always look at these emblems on them. I had no idea what they meant. I know now, you know, beta, alpha, and gamma, I guess is what they stand for. But back then I had no idea. Like, what the heck is this? You know, I didn't know what they meant. So that's that. And then we got the black one. Let's see. And then we got the black one. You know, and the black one, like I said, is the one that usually does the blazing sword. What? I mean, if you guys were to choose, you know, I know he's probably not that popular, but if you were to choose which one of these forms you think looks the coolest, I'll go through them again. We got the black. We got the blue. There we go. We got the blue. And then we got the red. Like I said, for me, it's a tie. It's almost a tie between the red and blue for me. The red and blue, you know, I don't know. I just didn't like the black one. Maybe it would have been cool if they had like a green one. You know, I love green. Always bet on black. You know, Jonathan, yo, you got to bet on the black. There's a reason why the black one is the one that makes the blazing sword, right? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about the black one that I just blah, you know. Maybe because it just seems so plain to me, you know, just black blah. But he does do the blazing sword, you know, and then, you know, it's gonna be a tie though. But when I get these, I'm gonna be transforming each one over time. I'll change them around, you know. They're like, so just like I said, they come in. It's 3 robots. They come in a set. And Action Toys made another for this guy, but the other version doesn't transform. It's just a figure, and it's in the black mode. So the other, I think it's Action Toys Gokin, if I remember correctly, and it looks like this guy. It just doesn't. It's a little bit more smoother in the bottom legs, you know, but it doesn't transform. It just moves its legs and arms, you know. It's articulated, but it doesn't transform like this guy does. And that one, I think I've seen it on eBay for like under $200, but I don't currently see any of them available. Now, this guy, when it came out, at least on Bumbusby and I think Shozi, was about $250, I think, if I remember correctly, like $250. Right now, this guy on eBay, dude, is like $700 to $800. $700 to $800. I mean, talking about jacking the price up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like $700 to $800? What the hell, dude? And I think the cheapest one is like $575, maybe. I'm like, damn, dude. Like, that is super, super like up there in price, dude. That is crazy, dude. Oh my God. But yeah, dude, like that's what is going on. That's what's happening, man. Let's take a look at the video
Form
again.
voltron. Form blazing sword. Get him! Here comes Voltron!
That was, I don't know, that was bugged out. I did like that scene right there, dude. You know, like it looked pretty impressive. Man, dude, the movie. First of all, let me go back to your other one. Lion Vulture one was an accident. They wanted, I'm gonna brutalize Daltanius. I think it's Daltanius. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The other robot that has a lion on his chest. I actually had that toy. Yeah, I did hear that. I forget where I heard it from. I think it was on someone else's podcast. They were talking about Voltron, and they talked about a little bit about that, how it was actually supposed to be that one, but then I think if I remember what he said, somebody liked the Lion Voltron better, and it just came in, I guess, ahead of that one, I guess. And that's how it all started, you know, like, and I guess they made the right choice, right? Like, here we are today, still 25, and we're still talking about Voltron, dude, you know, like, bada boom, bada bing. That's pretty badass. So those are, so out of these three, all right, let's see, I got Jonathan here. He's the one who's been commenting here the most. Out of the three, Jonathan, like, how would you rate them? My guess is going to be, number one for you is going to be Lion, number two, Vehicle, and then number three, the Gladiator. That's what I'm thinking you're going to say. For me, I don't know. Like, for me, I guess is I like Lion Voltron in some ways, and then I like the Vehicle Voltrons in some ways, you know? As a robot, like from the anime, from what I'm seeing, I really dig how the Vehicle Voltron fights. You know, I just feel like he has a lot of weaponry at his disposal, which I know the Lion does too. He has a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't know. Let me see. Yep, I got it right. Lion, Vehicle, and the Gladiator. I think maybe, you know, because it was my first Voltron, the Vehicle, maybe that's why, like, you know, it's just bugged out. You know, I'm surprised. I don't know about you, Jonathan, but I'm kind of surprised they don't have a big Vehicle Voltron yet. Like, it's been years, man, and we got all these lions, and we don't got a big. I seen the little one by Solo Chokogen, but I think that one's only like 10 inches tall. You know, imagine seeing a Vehicle Voltron made by Blitzway, dude. That'd be crazy. As an adult, I like Vehicle. As a child, hated it. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. You know, that makes sense because it is pretty cool. You got all these things, and it looks bugged out. I don't know. To me, it just, there's a few things that I like, you know, and maybe, you know, Lion Voltron is bugged out. I guess, you know, the Thorn Blazing Sword, it just comes out of nowhere. You know, his pew, and you hear that sound like pew, and it materializes. And then you got the Vehicle that he's got the helicopter blades, and then he takes them and just forms that out of nowhere, like, I think that's bugged out. And then even the Gladiator one, it was kind of bugged out. Like, he just raised his hand and it just materialized in his hand. Like, that's pretty cool, you know. I did watch, I think, 1 or 2 episodes of Gladiator, and they were like the first episodes, and it really seemed really, really slow. Like, oh my God, like, this is killing me. You know, so hopefully in the later episodes it really picked up. I don't know. I'd have to watch some more. But definitely Vehicle and Lions, you know, definitely worth. I'd be watching that. And I've been watching, like I said, I've been watching more Vehicle lately because of me doing this live. I wanted to, you know, get some more stuff on to share with you guys. And then I just wanted to share, I think I did before, but I'm going to, because this is the Voltron, I'm going to share you what I have of Voltron. That way you guys can see. I'm going to use the camera on this, and I'm going to try staying next to the mic. That way you can hear what I'm seeing, and this thing is a little weird. I got to get a better camera, dude. Like, I really do. Like, I want to get the one that tracks you. I think that'd be bugged out. So I got, man, it's like, it's so weird to do this by hand. We got the Blitzway right there, Voltron. Hopefully you can see it better. Let me see. The Blitzway Voltron. And then I got the lines. Oh, wow, this is weird. Doing it one-handed is weird. The lines are actually Muscle Bear. Muscle Bear is the line bots that you see there. And we got the little pilots underneath them. Then I got the Row Beast over there. I actually won that in Adam Burnham's raffle. It was like a raffle type thing, and I won it. I was like, oh, cool. That's bugged out. So I got the big Row Beast there. I got that picture. I don't know if you can really see it too well on the camera because of the glare, but that's a custom Voltron print that I got on eBay. And when I saw it, I was like, yo, that is really bugged out. Like, that is really bugged out. And I picked it up, man, because it goes really well. And then I don't know if you guys have seen this, but check this out. Let's see where it is. There it is, guys. Blazing sword. Look at that, dude. That's what I open my mail with. You know, when I need to open the mail, boom, foreign blazing sword. And that is metal. Where'd it go? It's metal, you know. Let me see if I can get over here. There we go. And then it's got the Voltron emblem as a plaque, and you can hang it on the plaque. Yo, man, let me do this. All right. I'm gonna do this because I really have to. And you're probably not gonna hear me too well because I'm gonna leave the mic. But I gotta do this. I gotta, because you know, Jonathan's like, yo, that's cool. I gotta take it off then. Let me do this. Being, I don't know how well it's showing up on the camera. Let me see here. Where is it? Okay. Check this out, man. You got the cross on the top of the sword. Let me move this over here. It's metal. Let me see. Check this out, man. Check that out. It actually weighs a good amount. You know what I'm saying? Form blazing sword. Bada boom, bada bing. That thing's bugged out. Bada boom. Bada bing. Yeah, that thing was crazy, dude. Oh my god, dude. Where did I see it? I saw that what's that called? When they dress up like characters. Oh man, I can't believe I forgot. I forgot. I lost it. But the people that dress up like characters and they go to those conventions and stuff, I forget the name, but I seen it. Somebody had like I think it was like either plastic or Go full screen. Oh, go full screen. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that. Hold on. Let me take this off. Hold on. Let me take this off. Bada boom. Take this guy off. Then this one. All right, there we go. All right, let me go. Let me try this again. So I forgot. I was. Yeah, that was dumb of me. All right, let me do it. Let me try it again. Let me reverse that. All right. That way I see where I am. Okay, cool. There we go. Maybe. I'm trying to do the camera light. There we go. Let me see. It'll be even. There we go. Let's see that. Yeah. You know, it's a good thickness too, man. I don't know if you can see, but it's a good thickness. It's not sharp, like it looks like it's sharpened, but it's not sharpened on the sides. These are pointy, obviously, like this is kind of pointy. These are pointy, but the rest of the blade is not. Blazing sword. Bada boom, bada bing. It looks amazing, dude. This was actually my wife bought me this for my birthday. This was my birthday gift for my wife. I was like, babe, like this is one of those items that nobody seems to have, you know, and it's like it was limited, so. But bada bang, that's the sword. Bada boom, bada bing. Put this guy back around. There we go. Bada boom, bada bing. So yeah, that thing's really cool, dude. Let's see what we got. That's nice. I've never seen it. Yeah, it is. They have it on Amazon, and this one actually got on eBay. Because I wanted it to go through right away. And the thing with Amazon, they don't like you when you want something, they don't charge you until they ship it. And I think this one was going to be like a few days for them to even, charge you. And I like paying for things up front. So when I want to get something, boom, there you go. And then I'm all set, so I went with eBay, which, I think the guy who makes them he has an eBay store, and I think he has a He-Man one as well. The He-Man one looks pretty bugged out, but, yeah, I saw this. I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool, dude. Like, I'm just thinking like, what's that one item that people can come over like, oh, I've never seen that before. Or where the heck do you get that? Cause when I saw it, I was blown away. I was like, oh my God, dude, that thing looks crazy. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that it's real metal, and like for me, like a lot of times when you buy like metal swords, replicas, they always never seem to be 100%. They always look okay, not the greatest, but it's okay, and this sword looks 100% beautiful. It looks crazy, dude. I mean, this thing is crazy. So, yeah, that was cool. That was a cool birthday gift that my wife got me, and I was really excited about it. And then, like I said, I got the Voltrons there. I really want to get a better camera. I want to get, like I showed you, I want to get the one that follows you. That way I can just walk up and show you guys, and it follows me or all around, that'd be bugged out. But yeah, so I got the Blitzway. Like I shared before, the Blitzway, I bought for myself last Christmas as a gift to myself. And I only have the Soul of Chokugan line back from 17 in Miracle Metalworks vehicle into the Soul of Chokugan looks nice though. They do. I have Soul of Chokugan's Battleship Yamato. I think I shared it. I don't know if you saw it on one of my lives. I have 3 Soul of Chokugan Space Battleship Yamatos. And then I have one Oshima. I don't know if you heard Oshima Goken, Queen Esmeralda's ship. I love it. That's the cool thing I like in my collection. When I started collecting statues, and I was getting into DC superheroes, which was from Tweeterhead. I got into Tweeterhead because I liked the statues. They were really nice, and it was a lot cheaper than going like, I forget the other company's show. There's a lot of companies out there though, but a lot of them they're pricey, and Tweeterhead was at a good price. And I had 2, 4, 6. I had like maybe 7 statues. They're big, the statues are big, so they take a lot of space. And then just like one day I was on Facebook and I started seeing Transformer Masterpiece stuff. Prime 1 Sideshow. That's the one I was thinking about. Sideshow. Yep. Yeah, Sideshow has some nice stuff, dude. Actually, I'm actually going to do a live on some statues I've been seeing. I forget the name of the place. I'm going to have to look it up. But I'm going to kind of do like a little live video on just a few of those statues that I saw that look bugged out. But yeah, what was I saying? The statues, I got them, and then I just, they were nice. The ones I had was Green Lantern. I had Batman, Shazam. Black Adam looked amazing. Black Adam looked nice. He was like kind of like flying in the air with his hands like this or something like that. I can't quite remember, but the lightning everywhere. It looked really nice. It looked really nice. But like I said, they take a lot of space though. They do take a lot. You have to have a really big space to have statues. And I like so yeah. Before I get into that, so then I started seeing Transformer Masterpiece stuff. And at first I just saw, okay, whatever. I just went by, kept going, but the more I started seeing them, I kept like kind of looking at them longer, and then I'll keep going. Then another one comes, and I would just sit there for a few minutes, just looking at it, like, damn, like, wow, these robots look really, really nice, because remember, like I shared before, like I collected the 80s generation Transformers. Me and my brother, we had the whole collection of the G1. And so that was my last memory of Transformers with G1 stuff. But now the Transformer stuff that we were seeing, they looked like they jumped out of the TV. And I'm like, wow, this is like really crazy. And the funniest thing is, man, I don't know, man, I must have went into a Transformers group, right? I must have. And that's how I came across Jin Han. Jin Han. Oh my God. Me and Jin go way back, dude. Oh my God. Way, way, way back. And he was selling, if I remember correctly, I think the first one that he sold me was Superion. Zeta Superion, I think, was the first robot that he sold me. And that's how I came across Jin Han years ago. You know, we've known each other for a few years now. And I always say this in my lives, like, but like, I know my collection has grown a lot, but I want to say, I know the percentage has changed, but because I bought new robots here and there, I want to say maybe like 92% of my collection was from Jin Han. So whenever I do walkthroughs of my collection, keep in mind 92% of what you're looking at came from Jin Han. That's how many transactions I've had with Jin Han. Like, it's crazy. And when I got the Superion from him, I started getting into the legend scales. Because back then I was like, oh, you know, it'd be cool to get legend scales. So they kind of scale with the big ones, right? It'll look like, you know, because it looked like big, right? So I started getting into the legends. I started buying a lot of New Age, Magic Square, you know, whatever I saw that was good and at a good price, I would buy. And so I was starting to collect a good amount of legend scales. And my goal was to get combiners. So that's how it all started. I started collecting combiners. So I got Superion, then I got Bruticus, then I got DX9 Menasor from Jin. I got the Toy World Devastator from Jin. What else? I'm trying to think. What else? I got the DX9 Omega Supreme from Jin. You know, so I started getting like big robots, and then I started putting the legends all around, and it was looking good. And then one day I got a masterpiece from Jin. You know, I'm like, well, let me try, let me buy a masterpiece to see, because I'm like, they're looking pretty nice. And when it came in, I'm like, wow, it felt so good. You know, like, you got die cast, you got metal. You know, pictures look nice, but when you see them in person, for me anyways, it blew my mind. I'm like, wow, the quality was like super high. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. And that's how it started. That's how I started getting into the masterpieces. And one by one, I would put them there, and my collection has grown big time. I had one cabinet, then I went to like 2 cabinets, then I went to like putting robots all over the house. My wife was like, you need to stop. And then where I am now used to be the porch, the sun porch. And this time of year, I wouldn't even be able to be out here because it'd be so cold. And so we returned the porch into an extension of the living room. So in front of me is my wife's desk. She uses it for work and whatever. She's got her desk there. And then this side is my collection. And it's pretty cool. Like today is pretty nice, because today I got the Transformers, which is what I started with, right? But then I got other stuff that I grew up with, you know. So I got the Yamato, Space Battleship Yamato. I got three models up there. I got the Zero Fighter. Let me see if I can grab the Zero Fighter, show you. There we go. They call it the Cosmos Zero. This is from Space Battleship Yamato, the Cosmos Zero. This is metal and plastic. And it comes with a whole bunch of stuff, but a lot of the stuff were very difficult to put on. So I put on what I could. but it comes with a lot more stuff. And this is basically one of the little fighters that come out of the Yamato. Usually Kodai is the one who's flying this usually. Kodai! Yuki! me and my wife laugh because sometimes we watch it and we laugh because he's always screaming her name, like, Yuki! But yeah, that's the common show. This thing, I believe is from Mega House. I think is Mega House. But this thing, every time I saw it on eBay, was ridiculous. It was like $400 or $500, and I found it one day. I found it for like just over $100. I'm like, yo, I gotta get this. This is crazy, like the price. And I got it, and I'm so happy. Like it really does go with my collection of Yamatos. With they're up there. Let me put this back. And I will definitely, I did it once, but I definitely will have to do like another live video on my Yamatos, or just do like a special Space Battleship Yamato special live, because I definitely got a lot of ships. So like I was saying, I got Transformers, I got the Yamatos, so it's like a little bit of my childhood in different areas. Then we got these guys, which I shared in one of my lives. Like who does not love Sesame Street, dude? You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't like Sesame Street, I feel like you need to go to jail or something. You need to do some time. Sesame Street is the bomb. And the funny story is, I shared this a while ago. The funny thing is, Bert, the one I showed you, Bert, I had when I was a little kid. And every time I would go to my mom's work, and like my dad would pick me up, or go to my mom's job and have breakfast there, there's a gift shop as soon as you walk in. And the gift shop had Bert. And I would always look at Bert like, Mom, I want Bert. And I forget what she told me, like, oh no, we can't buy it today, or maybe something like that, but I want to say weeks later, maybe a few months later, I can't remember the time frame, but one day I came home and she gave me a brown bag, paper bag, and inside was Bert. And like, oh my God, it was Bert, and I hugged him. Dude, Bert was like my best friend, dude. He went with me everywhere. Vacation trips, everywhere, the supermarket, the toy store, everywhere. Bert was with me. He was my best friend. And I started saying, one day I started thinking about, man, I wonder if I can find Bert, like that'd be so, all of Jim Henson. Yeah, dude. It'd be bugged out if I can find one. And I didn't know the company, but I just typed in like vintage Bert plush dolls. And after a while, I found an image of him, like, oh, this is him. And so then after reading it and researching it, I found out that the company is called Applause. Applause is the company. And then, so I typed in Applause, and then I found a few of them, but this one, these guys were the only ones that I saw that had the original tags. And I thought that was crazy, dude. Like these things are like at least 40 years old. These things are 40 years old at least. And, they're not the brightest, you know what I'm saying? Like 40 years, the sun will do that, right? But to be in the condition that they're in with the original tags, that's crazy. Like you just don't see that anymore, because when people bought this thing came off, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't need that. But these had the original tags, and because of that, these are the ones I bought. I'm like, yo, they have the original tags. I definitely got to buy them. And it's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I got Transformers, Yamatos, and I got a little bit of Sesame Street. So it's like a little bit of my childhood in different areas. And I really feel like that is so cool, man. It's so cool that you can come home, sit in your office or collection room, and just look at like your childhood through toys. You know what I'm saying? Like, and me looking at Voltron, it takes me back to like when I was just a kid. Like I remember when I first saw Voltron, or when I first held Voltron in my hands, and just looking at them brings me there. You know what I'm saying? or the Transformers. Man, I remember watching them as a kid, you know, and transforming them all, and the Autobots roll out. You know, it would take me like 30 minutes to transform them all and get them in line. Okay, let's go to the Decepticon and drive them on. Then when you get to the Decepticons, transform them all back. Ernie was never that bright, yo. Ernie, poor Ernie. These are cool. These are vinyl faces. They have vinyl fingers. I don't know, man. It's like so cool. And you know, when I got this, I did like a marathon, Sesame Street marathon. Just me, my son, like, and I still put it on, but there was a good 2-3 weeks of nonstop Sesame Street for me. I would do like the 70s, 80s, even the early 90s, just listening to the music, dun, 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 you know, and just remembering, damn, man, like I was like my kid, like 6-7 years old, man, listening to this, watching it, and then seeing the videos, and man, it's just like one of those good feelings, you know what I'm saying? Like Mr. Rogers, right? You watch Mr. Rogers, you just get good feelings. There's no negative about it. When I watch Sesame Street, it's just nothing but good feelings, you know. That was it. Like, it was Mr. Rogers, Reading Rainbow, Bob Ross. I watched because hearing him paint relaxed me, you know, his voice, and just hearing, I mean, look at, this is what I used to dust my robots. Let's see if I can focus on this right there. I think it's this way. Maybe go this way. Oh. So these are Bob Ross paintbrush. I actually got a set of these. I got a set for me and a set for my wife, and we still haven't used them to paint. But this one, the round brush, the famous round brush, I used to dust my robots, you know. So I do a little Bob Ross in my collection. I go every now and then, every few days or so, I go through them and dust them off. But yeah, man, it just so bugged out, you know, really bugged out. I really loved it, man. All right. So that's what I got, you know. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to, you guys, if you want to, I'm just going to go through the videos one more time and close it up. If you want to watch the videos again, be my guest. Just to close it with the videos. I thought they were bugged out. I was excited because this is the first time I was actually able to put videos on my live. Before, I was like recording my phone on the computer like this, and it was like kind of like weird, you know. I'm like, dude, like what the heck? And I buy all the things that I loved as a kid. It helps to get a break from this. Yeah, it does, man. It really, really does. You know, sometimes you're having a bad day, man, and I come home and sit here and just look around, and I'm okay. You know, it relaxes me. You know, sometimes I go home, like my brother, I got some more shelves so I can put some more stuff in. I'm going to share in a week or two some more stuff that I'm going to put in my collection. But he was like, yo, put Ernie and Bart and Bert on the shelves over there. And like, nah, dude, like I got them right next to my computer right now. So when you're looking at me, they're looking at me this way. I got them facing me, you know, and that's my way of just putting a smile on my face, you know. Yo, Jonathan, thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for sticking around. And I really love the show, and I was happy to be able to at least do some videos. And God bless you, brother. You always welcome here in the Iacon Files, man. Always. And you ever need anything, just reach out to me, you know, prayers, whatever, you know where to find me. So I'm just going to throw some videos again one more time, and then I'm going to shut it down for today. But if you haven't already, guys, like the page, please, because it helps get the Iacon Files out there. You know, if you know somebody who's into anything, man, just share it. Yo, check this guy out. All right, so let's just real quick. I'm not going to do the intro. I'm just going to do the other like little ones just to show. but like a life-size version. That'd be crazy, dude. That'd be bugged out. I think that's so bugged out. I'll put one of the songs that I created. You can listen to it if you want, and then we'll close. Let's see what's else behind here. Let me raise it. So these songs, I created the lyrics, and then AI made a song out of it. It's bugged out, but it took hours to find the right one.
We're about to go live. Shout out to the kingdom stilling.
This is a good one. Yeah, listen to this one. I think this.
My gun wizard. Except to say his name. Before
This is
fate would
superhero
come and
related.
Send him away. Check. Sad. Just like that, a boy becomes a man. An orphan walks the streets alone. The system failed, so he ran, but the violence tracks him down. The Iacon secrets yet unlocked. Open the door, there's so much more to be discovered. Lightning flashes, speed force erupts. A speedster falls, an infinite crisis, leaving another to pick up the mantle. Open the files, discover Central City for yourself. And blackest days and blackest nights, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. The ring chose me to bring light into the galaxy. My willpower exceeds all boundaries. Sinestro feeds on fear, but green has always proven to be the greater emotion. The Iacon Files has the next chapter of the Lantern Corps greatest champions. But it's getting dark, and Gotham City is all lit up. The Batman haunts even the most wicked crooks. But the joke's on you, laughing gas got the man in blue hunting you. It's so quiet in this fortress of solitude. Deep within these walls lies Krypton's last surviving bloodline. The man of steel, daily planet slaves breaking news. They could be a great deep. Kal-El they wish to be. They only lack the light to show them the way. For this reason, above all, their capacity for good, I have sent them you, my only son. Gamma rays infiltrate my body, turning me into a monster. David Banner is believed to be dead, and he must let the world think that he is dead, until he can find a way to control the raging spirit that dwells within him. The answers are in the file, gain access.
That's the intro of The Incredible Hulk in the 80s. I took that from the intro.
The Iacon Files got the next best thing, revealing the secrets locked away for eternity. Bada boom, bada bing. The Iacon Files got the
I like
next
jazz,
best
so
thing,
this has a
revealing
nice
the
hip-hop
secrets
jazz
locked away
sound to
for
it.
eternity. Dial H for hero, watch ordinary kids become characters only found in comics. It's a hell of a recipe. Hell's Kitchen got even blind lawyers seeking justice. The daredevil can hear the pin drop on the floor, all the way to Union Station down to Central Park. I got an hour to kill, pop a dose of Miraclo, and the way I go a master chemist. Rex Tyler picked up the Hour Man mantle, founding member of the Justice Society of America. The answers are in the wilds, gain access and evolve into something better. Bada boom, bada bing. The Iacon sound got
Bada
the
boom,
next
bada
best thing,
bing.
revealing the secrets locked away for eternity. Bada boom, bada bing. The Iacon sound got the next best thing, revealing the secrets locked away for eternity. Lords of Order calling the archaeologist. Kent Nelson holds the helmet of fate in his hands. Powerful
That's
sorcerer,
Dr.
granted
Fate
powerful strength.
is what I'm
Mighty
talking
twin
about.
Powers activate form of a four-headed
Mighty
dragon,
Twin Powers
form
from
of
the
bucket of water.
Super Friends.
Yo, but it's a challenge for the Super Friends. The Legion of Doom got Lex planning their next move. This is getting good, fun, mud. Mr. just whipping, showing off his genius level, intellect, level, love. The vibe I'm getting from his trap. Bada boom, bada bing. The Iacon Files got the next best thing, revealing the secrets locked away for eternity. Bada boom, bada bing. The Iacon Files got the next best thing, revealing the secrets locked away for eternity. Dive into the mind of Frank Castle, taking judgment into his own hands as Punisher. Driven by great vengeance, he uses extreme violence and lethal force against those he deems guilty. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Look your numbers up, it's time to die. Bada boom, bada bing. The Iacon Files got the next best thing, revealing the the sequence locked away for eternity. Bada boom, bada bing. The Iacon stars on the next best state, proceeding the sequence locked away for eternity.
Yeah, so that's just one of the songs, and I got that same song, so many different variations, but that one is like the superhero related. On the next live that I do, I'll do the Transformer. I got a Transformer one, and I got a Visionaries one, so I got like 3 altogether, and then I got a couple of poetry that I did that made them into songs that sound pretty cool too. So on the next show, I'll try to put those up too. So. Yo, man, thank you so much for everybody who joined. It was a lot of fun, man. I had a lot of fun with this live. Really, really exciting. I was happy with the videos and all that. So let's see what I can do for the next one. If you guys have any ideas you guys want to leave in the comments, be my guest, and I'll be doing that. So definitely thank you so much. God bless you guys. Remember, no matter what, Jesus loves you. I love you guys. You guys can be anywhere, but you're here. You're here listening to my podcast, and I really appreciate that. And it goes a long way. Trust me. I don't take that for granted. Time spent, you can't take back. So thank you so much. Like the page, follow us, and we'll see what we bring next Monday, man. So God bless you guys, and peace out. Bada boom, bada bing.